it's not dinner time. It's not dinner time, I'm sorry. Hey everyone, it's LJ here. Welcome back to another video. Okay, so I am really happy. Ren has a new single out. It's going to be awesome. Now this came out on Wednesday. I did want to react to it on Wednesday. However, unfortunately, I was at the theatre on Wednesday. I had tickets that were pre-bought and there was nothing I could do about it. Couldn't change them, unfortunately, but it's fine. I've seen lots. I've not clicked on them yet because I don't want to spoil the music, but I have seen lots of people have already responded to this song, so I'm super excited. Now, as I said, I did want to live stream to this yesterday. I put up the poll on my community tab and you all sort of voted to do a live rather than a video, which would have been great. I didn't realise you had to register to go live. I'm used to Twitch where you just go live and you can go live straight away. So I registered last night about 8:30. So that would have meant going live at 8:30 this evening, which is Friday. However, on a Friday, I live stream over on Twitch doing some craft stuff. I do have a craft channel, as some of you may know. So I couldn't change that, unfortunately. If you do want to see that, then I will leave the link down in the description, and I'm live from about 8 o'clock UK time. But right, let's get into this. I apologise if I look a bit today. I was out all day yesterday and it has had an effect with the fatigue and all the other bits of having a chronic condition. I'm in quite a lot of pain today, but I can't wait. I really want to react to this, so that is what we're going to do. Leave her alone. Go on, out you go, madam. These girls. So yes, we are going to react to Ren's new song, Illest of Our Time. At least that's how I read that. Yeah, that is ILL, yeah. Illest of Our Time. So we're going to have a listen to that. Just as a preface, if anyone is new here, welcome. I have quite a few chronic health conditions. I have osteoarthritis, I have lupus, I have sero-negative arthritis, I have Sjogren's syndrome, I have fibromyalgia markers, I have Raynaud's. There's sort of like a laundry list that all sort of come together. Once you get one autoimmune, it's fairly common to pick up a second or a third because they do sort of travel in packs, and once your body is struggling with your compromised immune system, then obviously it's also easier to pick up a lot of other things, hence why I've had COVID 5 times, and I've had long COVID for, where are we, end of March, 15 months. I had it from the first time I caught COVID, but it only lasted 2 or 3 months, and then I seemed to get better. And then the third time I caught COVID, no, the 4th time I caught COVID, which was January 2022. Well, no, December 2021, but January 2022 was when I tested positive, and since then I have been dealing with additional fatigue and things, a lot of breathing issues. I'm having to use an inhaler all the time, and yeah, so I'm intrigued by this song. As I have mentioned previously, I do find sometimes, not all the time, sometimes in places where you find a selection of chronic ill people, like TikTok or YouTube or some sort of online forums, occasionally you do get competitions where people will try and outdo each other in terms of how many conditions they have, what conditions they have, how much pain they're in. And I have found it a little bit in the mental health community as well. I do have a diagnosis of CPTSD and a separate diagnosis of something else, both of which I think do actually apply to me. I have had a variety of diagnoses through the years. Thankfully, I'm now on these 2, and I think they are fairly accurate for what I'm aware of and what I've learned about myself, so that's really positive. But I have found there are often competitions, and so I'm intrigued purely by the title, Illest of Our Time. Is it a commentary on that? Is it a commentary on the fact that he's suffering the most he's ever suffered? Because I know he's been undergoing treatment and things, which I'm really hoping is being positive for him in the long run. So yeah, I'm kind of intrigued as to where this song is going to take us. Sorry, I'm just looking at the title. The title is just there every time I look that way. So yeah, I'm intrigued as to where this is going to take us. I know it's going to take us somewhere because it's Ren, and Ren is an absolute storytelling genius. So if you've been here before because you were here before I reacted to Ren, thank you so much. If you are here because you have been here since I started reacting to Ren, thank you so very much. I do have a long list of other things that people would like me to do when he was with his band Big Push, some more reactions to him with Chinchilla, and some more of his slightly older stuff. So I do have a list of things. If there is anything you feel that may not have been commented yet, please let me know. Alternatively, if you know of any other music that is very similar to Ren in terms of the storytelling or the content of physical or mental illness, then I would love to hear those as well, because I have found that actually talking about my past and talking about things through this music has been quite cathartic for me as well. So that's what I would like to continue doing on this channel a little bit, because I found it to be really, really fascinating how connected I felt with people that I've never spoken to before purely through Ren's music. So let's stop faffing and let's get into it, eh? The girls have left now.
One, two, three, spitting bullets on the beat. I'm a sick little puppy who gets lucky when he speaks. Blessed with a silver tongue, chest with an iron lung. Extraterrestrial tentacles, aliens. Psychopathic tendencies, a pathologic entity. If everything is set in stone, then this is how it's meant to be. Elementary, dear Watson, you might find yourself inside the mind of the illest of our time.
Get it poppin', hot rockin'. I'm Freddy Krueger, I'm chopping. I turn it up to 11, the demi-Gordon of Oppin'. The strangest thing, I'm the boss. When the danger lingers, I'm plotting.
Sweet like a spoonful of sugar, because I'm merry like poppin'.
The double barrel is cocking, a shotgun sheltered the noggin. I'm coughing, catchy bronchitis, you're in your funeral coffin. No stopping, blocking me not when I pick the world up, I'm squatting. And when I take from the rich, I'm in your hood and I'm robbing. 4, 5, 6, spit a crucifix. 6, 6, 6, flow, crucify a Catholic.
Maverick, anti-hero villain, not protagonist. Words are kind of muffled when you're sucking on my massive.
Who's the fucking illest? Who's the realest? Who's the baddest kid? Call the police on this beat before I damage it. A kiddie called Screech on the streets, I'm a masochist. So far from reach, I'm the type to kill a pacifist. Catalyst for chemical combustion, I'm the analyst of metaphors and similes and synonyms and alchemist. Evangelist, spread the words I seek like they're cancerous. Pragmatist, think before I speak, then I answer it.
Pull up to the place. When I pull it, bang, I pull it, sang it, shot right into space.
Music for the hooligans let loose on the estate.
Call the police and the riot bands, the people wanna play. Hey. Freedom now has lost all meaning. How can we all be free in a hierarchy breeding ground? The poor get poorer while the rich get rich in style. I'll be a heretic, killer king, take his crown. Top of the throne, top of the kingdom my own. Top of the streets that I roam, top of the dome. Spitting for Britain I shown, bust like a cellular phone.
Hyping like Tyson, an icon, go twice in, left right in. I'm striking like I'm biting, like a python. Ready, I'm heavy, I'm Mercury, I am Freddy. So eat my words, fill your belly like alphabet, spaghetti. I am a rap star, don't believe me, the facts are I spit fast like a NASCAR.
Don't believe me, then fuck your shit.
I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well.
Call a medic for myself. I don't feel so hot, my brother. Aching, shaking, stop then stutter. Things gone wrong, hit by King Kong, Ace, one tom bomb like Hardy Brothers. I don't feel so fresh, my bro. Things look blurry, speaking slow. Head in Hong Kong, wonton soup is what I have for brains. I know that I
want to spread these tattered wings, hold them high. Vanish from the heavens, but I'm knocking on the sky. Living with depression is a blessing in disguise. Never second guessing, intuition getting wise. Want to sink into the pupil of my eye. Travel to the corner of my cornea and mind. Look for all the answers that I never seem to find.
Till then, I guess I'm still the illest of our time.
Smudge. Smudge. Smudge, come here, Bobby. Come here, baby. There we go. Hello, beautiful. It's not dinner time yet. Wow. 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 He is so clever lyrically. So clever. Nuts. I mean, some of those lyrics are. I love "Hello, beautiful girl. It's not dinner time. I'm sorry." I love. He's bringing in Freddy Krueger. He's bringing in so many nods to other things. Mary frickin' Poppins. Like, his brain so good at bringing all these things together. And he mentions Screech, like he brings in elements of his other songs as well to explain. The storytelling is nuts. Oh my god! I mean, we know the man can rap. I've compared him to Lin-Manuel Miranda before, just because of the way he's able to create this imagery, and the fact that he now has more animal masks. Love that. The fact that he's got the speed and the precision with which he tells these points and brings up these things. Like, there is a lot he's trying to get out in this song, and I absolutely love it. It did not go where I thought it would go, and that is what I love about Ren. He is constantly so surprising. Like, give me another song where they reference Freddy Krueger, Mary Poppins, depression, like, there's just so much stuff in it. It's insane. I'm not sure that I would count depression as a blessing in disguise. That is something that I'm still currently dealing with in my own life. So that was something. Yeah. I was like, there was a few moments early on where he talks about the mind and how it works and how he is, contemplating all these things. And I love it goes through from the fact that, he's got the kids on the estate who want to play. You've got the animal masks that with Ren I'm sensing sort of almost like his manifestations of his illnesses, because they're not human but they are human. I really like that play he does. And then you've got this high-paced, high-power, spitting bars, fast. And you get the impression that, is he talking about the Illest mind in terms of a physical illness, a mental health illness? Is he talking about violence being a part of your mind being ill? Is he talking about that need to survive that Screech inherited from Screech's father that he never met? Like, there's so many layers to it. It's phenomenal. And I mean, you probably saw it on my face when he started saying about how he didn't feel well and talking about, the mess his brain is in and that it's hard to breathe and jeez, like, it just... that hits on a different level for me, being chronically ill, as I mentioned at the start, because there is so much of my mental health has been exacerbated by being physically ill. As I've mentioned before, when I'm busy, when I'm go, I can kind of suppress a lot of the mental health issues that I've got from growing up the way that I did. And when I was moving every 6 months, when I had 4 jobs, when I was there was no time to think. It was get up, go to work, pay the rent, pay the bills, get home, sleep, do it again the next day. You are so focused on survival. Now, as I've mentioned before, I never really got in with gangs as a kid because I had to move, and that sort of year and a half that I lived with my stepmom really sort of changed the trajectory of my life in that way, and I'm ever thankful for it. But I have friends that are in that, and having spoken to them, it's different level, but they were very much on that survive, let's go, keep going, keep pushing. You can't look weak, you can't show fear kind of thing. And so I don't know if this is just where I personally take it or whether anyone else feels this way, but I kind of feel in this song he's describing that to me, because when he's going and going and going, he's got all the energy, he's got all the strength, he is in your face, he's out there, he is, you know, on 100 all the time, let's go. And then he starts to feel ill, and you can see the change in physicality, the change in speed of speaking, the change in cadence, the change in tone, and it becomes this sort of more internal battle. And that is very much how I have struggled, because since becoming chronically ill, for example, yesterday I was out, I had a great day, but today, because I'm in pain and I'm struggling because I did so much yesterday, you know, the vast majority of today has been spent in bed because I've been struggling. And that's where my mind goes, well, you're not doing anything right now, so have all of these memories. And it does kind of sneak up on you like that. And my mental health has definitely become far more apparent and far more powerful since becoming physically ill, because I am not doing as much. And I mean, part of my issue is also the fact that I have that voice in my head that is constantly telling me I'm a waste of oxygen, I'm completely worthless. So the fact that I've had to stop, you know, at one point I was working 4 jobs, like I was busy. The fact that I've gone from working 5 days a week to 3 days a week to now 1 day a week, because physically that's all I can manage, is in my head a complete failure. Like, I would never ever think this about another person. I would never say that someone else is useless or weak or pathetic because they work 1 day a week. I'd be like, fantastic, you're still working, this is amazing, go. But when it's about myself, that voice is so loud that it's just seen as a personal failure. Like, objectively, when I'm talking about it, I know it's not. I know there's a reason that I can physically only do them 1 day a week, and that is because of my physical health. You know, it's not a choice, it's not laziness, it's not any of this stuff that I tell myself. But when you're in that position and that voice is at 11 constantly, you cannot turn it down. It's so hard to come up with facts against it. Like, I mean, as I mentioned in my other video, I still can't quite believe how many of you watch my Ren reactions. It just kind of baffles me. And my default is to go, well, it's because it's Ren. People want to see how people react to Ren. Well, yes. But if they started watching and thought that I was, like, not an interesting person, or my story wasn't interesting, or they weren't going to learn something from it, they wouldn't stick around. They wouldn't have subscribed. They wouldn't have come back and watched other videos. And so in that sense, there is a little part of my brain that can go, do you know what? It is mostly about Ren, but actually there are people who want to hear about your story, the same as you want to hear about other people's stories. And so there I can almost, not necessarily completely fight back, but I can do a counter argument. Whereas with the work thing, it's just, you used to work 5 days a week, you used to work 7 days a week, you used to be working every hour you were awake. Now you can only manage 1 day a week, like, and there's no comeback, because yes, that is all I can manage now. And you know, the voice that goes, hey, it's because I'm ill, there isn't anything to back that up, because the other voice gets so loud. So it's really hard to explain it, and I don't know if I'm doing it very well at all, or whether everyone's just sitting here going, what is she talking about? But yeah, I do feel like very specifically in this song, this almost shows what I mean. Because when he was going and going and going, it was great. And as soon as he started to feel ill, everything in the song changed. The beat, the speed, the cadence, the tone, the sort of, everything just sort of switched. And you got a much more softer, a much more vulnerable, a much more emotional lyric, as well as everything else that changed. And yeah, like that hit me hard. I'm not going to lie. That was sort of like, obviously I'm aware it's nothing to do with me, this is Ren telling his story, which is amazing, but that one sort of really spoke to me in that sense, because it's what I've been trying to explain previously. And yeah, as much as I don't believe that depression is a blessing in disguise, although to be fair, at least I know that with the depression I'm going to feel like shit. I know that everything is going to feel like shit. So in that sense it's better the devil you know. However, I wouldn't call it a blessing in disguise. But when he talks about how his brain is, especially with him and the treatment he's been going through, like, This man just knows how to speak to people. It's just nuts. I just can't quite. It's phenomenal. Like, wow. I mean, let me know what you thought of this. I'm sure most of you have already heard it, as it came out yesterday, I said. But let me know in the comments what you thought about this song, where it connected with you. Obviously, like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this. And yeah, wow. Some of those lines just hit hard when you have a chronic illness. Like, I don't know that I personally would agree that depression is yeah. For me, depression is a battle that I have faced for many a year and still do, so I'm not sure about that one, but that one's kind of a kick in the teeth at the moment, because I was told on Monday at therapy that we are approaching the end of our sessions, so that's fun. These are through the NHS, so it is free, so I guess there are a limited number of sessions that they can allocate. So I guess I've learned all I can in that, which is but he is so clever at bringing in the physical, the mental, the emotional. Just wow. That's insane. That is awesome, but insane. Like, some of those lyrics are still rolling around in my brain. Yeah. When that dropped at the end and he was talking about sort of not feeling well and how that sort of corrodes at your mental health as well. I mean, that's what I took from it, because hello, baby. We need to trim your claws, don't we, madam? You're sounding like a velociraptor again. Or a where's hardy-wardy? One of the raptors from Jurassic Park, because she does do that. Come here. Come here and say, hey, everybody. Say hello. Hello. My name is Magrat, and all I want is food. It's not food time. You are 2 hours away from dinner, I'm afraid, babe. Have some biscuits. Have some water. This is what she's like all of the time. Yeah, like, that was... wow. Just phenomenal, because... wow. Okay. Well, yeah. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Loopy love.